still pretty early. I gotta work around 3 or 4, and I'm gonna go through all of my camera equipment. I have a wedding coming up this Saturday, and I was just figuring that some people might be a little curious on what to take to a wedding whenever they need to film one solo. So the wedding is gonna be around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna show up around 2, 1, maybe 3, depending on what time everybody else is gonna be showing up. And I'm gonna try to not take too much stuff. I don't want to be weighed down, but I still want to get a good video. Now, this client isn't paying too much, so I'm going to just be taking limited amount of supplies as possible. And mostly it'll just be camera and tripod is basically all I will take. But we'll run through everything that I'm gonna go take. And first I have to get some food because I'm pretty hungry. So I think that I'm just gonna make something quick, fast, cheap, and it's probably gonna be some noodles. So don't forget nothing now. I found $100 in here. Nope, no money. Got some noodles, I got us some kiwi, I got us some mango, I got us some fruit snacks. Now we're gonna feast, now we're gonna eat. Alright, the noodles are done. Okay everybody, as I said before, I'm going to be filming a wedding on Saturday. Now the client that is paying me to do the wedding isn't paying very much. They only want the highlight reel. So all I'm really going to be taking is not very much stuff. I'm going to try simple, and I'm going to try light. I'm going to be very lightweight, and I'm going to be able to carry all of my weight for the whole day without having to strain, hopefully, even though I'm going to be running 3 cameras, and it's going to be pretty difficult because it's a location that I've never been to before. So starting off, first off, you do not want to forget this guy right here, your tripod. And you do not want to forget the main essential part to your tripod, which is this little booger right here that holds the camera to the tripod. So that'll be on the top of your tripod and the bottom of your camera, and I believe they call it the foot for the tripod. You do not want to forget that, because if you forget that, you're basically going to be putting your camera on your floor or just holding it the whole dang time, which you don't want to do that. So bring your tripod and make sure all the parts are on your tripod. And make sure it's in working order, because if not, you're going to have to go to Best Buy and buy a cheap tripod real quick just to film that wedding. Second off, another thing I always like to bring is a light. This is a CN126 light. It's not very good, but it gets the job done. It goes from 3200K to 5500K. It has 2 different temperatures, and it does pretty good. I enjoy it, and I like the light that it brings out. Sometimes it's a little too bright, and it blinds people, but hey, that's sometimes what you want, right? So for that light, I have 3 batteries for it. 1, 2, 3. I've labeled them so I know which batteries are good and bad. I have the charger for that, and I'm going to bring those. I have a GoPro Hero 2, which I'm also going to bring. I know, out of date, I need to upgrade, but who cares? It still works, and it gets the job done. I have 2 batteries for that. I think there's a third in it right now, so I'm going to bring all 3 of those batteries, and I'm going to bring the charger for that, just in case. Next up, another camera that I'm going to bring is an XA20. Now, it's a great little camera, has 2 XLRs, it has a little grip, it has a little thing, you can hold it on the top, it has a little sun guard, it has a little focus ring. It's a bomb little camera. It does great, and it's pretty indestructible. Okay, not indestructible, you couldn't beat it with a hammer, but it survived some weddings, it survived some shoots, and it survived some carnage. Now, it's getting the job done for the price that I paid for it. Next up, we have a mic that we're going to take, and we're going to attach it to the camera right there. It does better than the onboard mic on the camera, and I get good sound from it. Next up, we have 4 batteries we're going to bring with that camera, and there's already a battery in it, so that's 5 batteries total. I have 2 chargers for that camera just in case. Next up is a charger for the S110, which is the camera I'm shooting on now, which I will put a link in the description below or post a picture up, right? Bing! That's what the Canon S110 looks like. Okay, now next I'm going to bring this thing, which you can squirt towards the lens, blows out air just to clean the lens, just to get some dust off. This is also another cleaning device. This is the device that hooks to the camera right there that holds the boom mic in. So that's all for that camera. Next, here's some GoPro accessories. Just these aren't actually GoPro accessories. These are for this camera, which this will go up here, so you can screw the light on top and you can swivel it around. This one also does the same thing, but it's also good to have for the GoPro whenever you're trying to post your GoPro in a tree. You can swivel it whichever way you need, and then tighten it to the tightness, and then make it firm, and it stays where you need it with a lightweight GoPro, and it gets the job done very well. This is a selfie stick, just bringing it just in case anyone wants to play with some selfie sticks. This is just a mini tripod, just in case I want to throw the GoPro in the ground. These are just some accessories, just little knickknacks, and this is a head mount, just in case anyone wants to wear a GoPro on their head, which I doubt they will. These are just small other little knickknacks, extra SD card readers, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, tripod, mount screws. And that's basically it for all the cameras I'm going to bring. As I said, 3 cameras, a bunch of batteries, and your tripod is basically all you need, and maybe a light. Another key element that I like to bring whenever I'm filming a wedding is this little guy right here. It's a Zoom H4. You can plug XLR into the bottom, and you can connect to somebody's board if they're playing music through a wedding, like a band or something. So I like to bring headphones, the Zoom recorder itself, and a small XLR cable, and the mount that you can mount it to a tripod with, which it has a mount right down in there. And this will go on top so that the wind won't mess with it. And it takes 2 AA batteries, and I like to put a 16 gig card in it just to be safe. And this is the you plug into the bottom, and you can plug it into the wall so you're grounded and your batteries won't die, and you can run it without batteries if you'd like, as long as nobody trips over the cord. And of course, you don't want to forget your laptop, just in case you just happen to run out of footage, like your cards are all full. You just run to your laptop real fast and dump all the footage, and then put them back in your camera format, and then run back out there and start filming as fast as possible. And basically, that is all you need to film a low-budget wedding film, besides a place to store it all. It's nice to have a box to be able to put all your stuff in, and a notepad and a pen to be able to write all your thoughts down. And maybe a few snacks along the way, just in case they don't have food. Which every wedding has food, but still, it's good to have some fruit snacks. Now, if you have any comments, questions, or anything you'd like to throw into any of my low-budget wedding accessories, go ahead and do it, because I'd be glad to see some new accessories that I could add to my collection here. So that will be the end of this vlog, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Over and out, YouTube!